Hi, my name is Alexis Smith, and today I'm going to be talking about the Japanese culture, and more specifically, the Shinto way. My parents today are here as my guests. My mom and my dad and my dogs are also here that might be joining us in the picture. So today we are going to be very specifically looking into the Shinto tradition, and by the end of this presentation, I hope that you and I will both have a better understanding of the Japanese culture and the Shinto tradition. So when my cousin moved to Japan and asked her why, she told me that she just fits in better there with their culture and their beliefs. My cousin made the move halfway around the world because she feels so strongly about the Shinto, or about Shintoism. So what exactly is the Shinto religion all about, and how do we use it on a daily basis without even knowing? Quoting from Rosemary Bernard, Shinto regards the land and its living environment as children of the kami. In other words, Shinto sees nature as the divinity itself. So we go into some key values. It really discusses kami, which is the life of energy. It's a very Japan is a very agricultural-based society. It revolves around harmony with the earth and the creation of the production, I should say, of their rice crop. They worship and praise the lands to get a better crop in the end. They also practice extending this energy to our family and friends and people that we just meet to better create an overall positive world and environment for everybody to live in. So there are 4 different types of the Shinto religion. We have state, shrine, folk, and sect. Going through those quickly, the state came after the Maya Resolution. It was meant to be a purified form of belief, but after World War II, it was taken away and replaced with this sect tradition. The sect tradition is made up of 13 different groups and have no shrines at all. They instead use the earth and its natural monuments along with faith healing. But there is a shrine practice. This is the oldest form of the Shinto religion, and it's the most commonly practiced, where they use shrines for worship. And if we look on this page here is a couple examples of the shrines, and we will talk about this one in just a minute, but those are multiple examples. The folk deals with the spiritual side of beliefs, such as the spirit world and possessions. So those are the different examples of our Shinto religion. But there are many different places that people can go to have their spiritual awakenings. This includes Kumano Kudo, a place where the gods live, Mount Hiko, the pilgrimage for both Buddhism and Shintoism, and Myanmar, a sacred mountain that is protected by the gods. With that being said, there are a few sacred natural sites for worship here in the United States. So this is what I was talking about with the people in the United States. This is the Tibisky Shrine, located in Granite Falls, Washington. So these are a couple different places. So the picture right here is the one that you can see. That's an actual shrine itself that people can worship at. And then this is going to be a natural shrine of a tree. Oh, there we go. That people can go and worship at as well. So people may get Shintoism and Buddhism very confused with each other here in the United States. But in the Japanese culture, they are very different. Buddhism is a complex set of rules that they need to follow, where Shintoism believes in a more open way to worship with no religious texts that were written. The Shinto practice isn't widely known or taught, so not many people are aware that it even exists. But for those who do practice, they are able to do so freely and without many backlash or hassle from others. There are multiple places now in the United States where people are able to go and practice it, just like the Tibisky Shrine that I was showing you. The Tibisky Shrine was one of the notable achievements to this group while branching out to new locations. It all started with the Maya Restoration of 1868, and that's where they put state shrine or state Shinto into the main part of religion. But after World War II, they switched the state religion to sect religion, and that's now the main religion here in Japan. Or not here in Japan, over in Japan, where over 80% of the population believes in the state or the sect Shinto way. Notably, Japan itself has over 87,000 shrines now. These are usually located next to natural objects, such as mountains, waterfalls, rivers, or places that were just created by nature. With so many new places and to practice Shintoism, it is important to understand the do's and taboos. Okay. So it revolves around the natural energy the earth gives off, along with the natural energy humans put out. Respect and help the earth and what it provides for you, and in return you will reap a great reward. Respect and help your family and friends with positive energy and influences. Worshipping can take part at any place that holds significant meaning or value to you. You do not have to be at a shrine or specific place. If it holds meaning to you, that is your shrine to worship. So going into the kami, and here I have a video. I'm not going to have time to go through it today, but feel free to go through it at the end or whenever. It's a perfect video, 4 to 5 minutes long, that goes into detail about the kami. But the kami is a life, and this is quoted from Roger Keller, it's a life energy or self-creative life force that permeates everything, be it inanimate or animate. Kami constantly seeks to manifest itself and does so in multiple ways. It may manifest in waterfalls, rocks, trees, mountains, hills, animals, and people. All contain this sacred energy, and nothing is without it. So it's the way of the gods. It's a power that resides in every living being or anything that can create energy. Since the main belief revolves around concept of energy, communication can take place between multiple people. So if we look at communication, they may not, if we watch a person that is practicing Shintoism, they may just be staring at an inanimate object, a tree, a person, an animal, a river, or anything, for long periods of time. They're looking for that zen and the energy. So they may be quiet and they may not even notice you. But if you do start to communicate with them directly, they may be compassionate, understanding, and open-minded to what you have to say. When it comes to communicating with the group, make sure you understand the importance of the balance of life's energy. In conclusion, we find that Shintoism doesn't have one specific god, nor does it have multiple. Instead, Shintoism has a magnitude of gods to worship and follow through energy alone. Kami energy, or the power of the gods, resides in every living being or anything that can create energy, such as a tree, river, waterfall, animal, or person. It is our responsibility to take care of the earth, and in return, we will receive great rewards. It is also our responsibility to take care of our family and friends. Through this research, I am now able to better understand about the Shinto way and why my cousin felt it is a better way of living. I hope you are all able to find some insight as well. Are there any questions?
Yeah, I have one. Do you feel you practice Shintoism on a daily basis without even knowing it? And if so, could you give me an example?
Yeah, so that is actually a really great question. So I do feel like I practice Shintoism on a daily basis without even knowing about it. For example, I ride horses, and when I do with my training, it's based around the concept of the energy that the horse gives me and I give to and the energy I give to the horse. It's a combined energy that we use for an overall goal, but we use each other's energy to balance off of each other. I also try to do my part to help the earth through recycling, cleaning up trash on the side of the road, and overall reducing my carbon footprint on the world. Are there any other questions?
No.
All right, then that is it.